Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? Michael Zuber, author of One Rental at a Time. And this is, of course, your daily financial news. This is a news show we have been doing for more than a years, 800 or more episodes in a row. If you are a daily viewer, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you are new to the channel, give you a heads up. We produce a lot of content on this channel. We do a daily show at 7:30 called Daily Financial News. We do multimillionaire interviews 6 days a week, which we tackle 3 important topics. Then we do a Saturday Q&A at 8 a.m. Talk about my goals. We're looking at projects. This is a investing in real estate channel. We don't get distracted by other things. We're just trying to be here, see what's going on. A couple of quick. We have a course called How to Get Started One Rental at a Time. Thousands of students at the point. I do want you to know the price is going up at the end of May. I guess June technically. Didn't want you to be surprised. It will go from $199 to $99. We are adding more and more content. We have house hacking coming, self-management. Got somebody else added self-management. Now we're adding some flipping content. So this course, which started as how to get started one rental at a time, buy and hold, do the math, do the work, is expanding. One thing that I've seen after talking to all experts who are contributing content is it does start with buying right, and that is understanding your market. So I am very happy with how we start the course, and I'm thrilled with all the people contributing content, so you can look for that going forward. As for the daily financial news, what I noted today is going to be about existing home sales, but we'll get to that in a minute. That came out at 7 a.m. Pacific. Let's talk about what else is going on. First and foremost, Apple CEO, good old Tim Cook. He is taking the witness stand today. That's got to be interesting. They are fighting the fact that they're being called the App Store is being called an illegal monopoly. So that will be interesting to look at. Alaska cruises have been given the green light. They will now be starting in July. A bunch of earnings. Again, a lot of retail earnings we have. We'll just run through them quickly. Ross Stores beat top and bottom and authorized a $1.5 billion stock buyback. Foot Locker beat top and bottom, and same-store sales were up 80%. Wow, 80%. VF Corp, which I had to look up, didn't know who they were. North Face is one of their brands. They beat the top line, which is revenue, right? Top line revenue. They missed bottom line earnings per share. So they were blaming supply chain issues for some of their products not being in stock and higher costs. Deere, right? John Deere beat top and bottom and said strong, strong, strong farming and construction. Makes sense. And then, of course, Palo Alto Networks once again beat top and bottom. They are in the cybersecurity space, and can you imagine a hotter space right now than cybersecurity? Bank of America came out today and cut Tesla's price target. I don't remember the last time some company cut Tesla's price target. And again, it cut it from 900 to 700, 22% price cut. Everybody that I have remembered, at least the last year or so, was raise Tesla's price target. So it is interesting to see. Housing inventory, there's clearly a shortage. We're going to get into that next. Inventory on the market is actually up slightly. But let's get into the existing home sales because that is where we're at. This is where I'm already seeing the change. My students are seeing the change, but the data is old. A lot of this data is 30 to 45 days old. So here's the deal. First and foremost, sales were down 2.7%. But that's not it. There's a lot more stuff. Sales were actually up 33.9% year on year. You should look at that number and laugh because last year, this time, we were in the midst of a shutdown of the country. It's better to look at 2019, and we were still up 11%. So while we are down 2.7%, we are actually up call it year on year when you take 2019 into pictures. 5.1 offers per available property. I've never seen a number that big. 5.1. That is nuts. 50% of properties are going above asking. Again, I want you to remember this data is 30 to 45 days old. This is going to be the peak or the bottom, I believe, when we look back on this in a few months together. Median home price, $341,000. That is up 19.1%. As I told you 6, 9, 12 months ago when people were calling for a 40% housing crash, it wasn't going to happen. It can't happen. I told you. And 19.1% increase is not a housing crash. In fact, it might be a housing bubble before it's a housing crash. Here's the problem. The mix of homes selling is skewed. What do I mean by that? When you look at the bands, right, like 100 to 200 and maybe 750 to a million, these are numbers that I gathered this morning. You have homes selling between 750 and a million, up 146%. I want you to go back and look at a conversation I had with Omar on Tuesday. I came out in that video and said California's median home sale is going to fall in 2 or 3 months for that exact reason. I believe right now California is distorted to the high end. And when you do a median calculation, if you distort to the high end, it just pulls the median higher. So I believe California's median home sales will fall as the lower end starts to transact. So again, 750 to a million was up 146%, while 100 to 250K homes were unchanged. All cash offers 25%, up from 13%. That is crazy. That reminds me of almost 2010. 2010 where people were buying all cash. But again, 2010, they were ridiculous prices. I mean, I remember buying a house for like 50K, where today it'd probably be like 250. So again, it was a very, very different market. But here is the biggest and the highlight, which I believe most people are not going to talk about. I'm suggesting this is coming by July. I stand by my 2 million call at the end of July. Seller sentiment. Sentiment is rising. More and more sellers are saying we are going to list and we are going to sell in the summer. The consumer is pretty predictable when you watch every day, and consumers are going to move. I need bigger, I need newer, I need nicer. I want to take advantage of all this equity I have to get something better, especially as interest rates are low. If you're one of my students, you're looking every day. Remember step 1, focus, daily execution. You all are telling me in our private Facebook group, you're telling me on the Saturday Q&As, it's happening. It's subtle. The newspapers, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Diana Olick, these folks are not going to pick it up for months. But when you and I look every day, we see it. We have the searches. You know, I hit a search for, the last 3 or 4 months. Maybe it had 9, 10, 12 listings. Now it's got 18, 19, 20 listings. The market is changing. It is slow. It is subtle. But damn, we need some inventory. So that's what I got for you today. It is Friday, so we're going to have some great conversations. We are going to bring back our lender that's kind of between hard money and banks. We're going to talk about some deals and how to use him, Velocity Mortgage. We are going to talk with the lumberjack at, I think it's at 9 o'clock my time. So we got a lot of stuff going on today. I want to wish you a happy Friday. Enjoy the day. Remember, today's a great day to make some money. Let's be better than yesterday. Have a wonderful day.